Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of the Asphalt Music Show. This is the first gaming channel where we'll be virtually driving around and featuring the best of Philippine electronic music. I'm your host, Ian Magbanwa. I make music under the name Morse, but I'm also one half of electronic music duo Drip. I've been making music since the late 1990s, but I'm also a motoring journalist and photographer and an all-around car enthusiast. On every episode of the show, I'll be joined by my two co-hosts, Cyril Sorongon, also known as Silverfilter, and Mads Abubakar, also known as Abdel Aziz. These two are seasoned electronic music producers themselves, and they're as car crazy as I am. Now, the dream really was for just the three of us to jump into a car, slap on some recording equipment, drive, and talk about the local electronic music scene. But with the pandemic and all, we figured we had to do things a little differently. So on every episode of the Asphalt Music Show, we'll be going on a virtual road trip via the best open world driving games available, starting with my current favorite, Forza Horizon 4. We'll be talking about cars and dropping the best Philippine-made electronic music tracks. And we want to give you all the flavors, from breakbeat to techno, drum and bass to trip hop, and all your other electronic music favorites. So with that, let's jump in the car, let's go pick up Cyril and Mads, and get this show started. Again, welcome to the Asphalt Music Show. Let's go. Today on Forza Horizon 4, we are driving my most favorite Porsche of all time, the 1973 911 Carrera RS. Now, this of course isn't the real thing, and I've never really driven one in real life, but that's what the game is for. So, let's go. There you go. So, just touring you inside the car, and it's pretty accurate. But in real life, there's a clock on the right side of the gauge cluster. I think that's a dealer option. I don't know. But if you look up YouTube videos, you'll see them there. Okay, so let's go for a drive. Now, the 911 Carrera RS is powered by a 2.7 liter naturally aspirated air-cooled flat 6. It makes around 210 horsepower, which isn't a lot by today's standards, but back in 1973, 210 horsepower in a sub 1,000 kilogram weight made for a very fast car. So this is rear-engined, rear-wheel drive, and one of the things I like about Forza Horizon 4 is I think they've done a really great job of recreating every rip, snort, and roar from the Porsche's flat 6. And if you watch YouTube videos of the Carrera RS and listen to the engine sound, it's pretty similar. So we're on our way to pick up Cyril and Mads. Yeah, I'll just floor it. Even the backfiring engine is pretty accurate. If you listen to the engine sounds on a YouTube video, it's every pop, crack, and bang is there. Okay, now let's talk about the game. This is Forza Horizon 4. Of course, it's the fourth installment in the Horizon series. This one's set in the UK. That's why we're driving on the other side of the road. Forza Horizon 3, if I remember correctly, was for the setting was in Australia, so right-hand drive as well. But the way the game works is that every week the seasons change. So we're now in spring, and I think it ends tonight. It's gonna transition to the next season, which is summer. Crazy na traffic. So this being a game, sometimes we'll come across crazy AI, which we hope to avoid. Parang gano'n. So I have to get used to the traffic in the UK. Okay. Kagulo, kagulo. Oh, this guy's turning left. Ano ba talaga? Oh, okay. There you go. So we're about to pick up Cyril. This is his ranch farm to the left. So that, you know, we can get on with the show. Google lang tayo. Cyril. And hello. There you go. Welcome to the car. Welcome to the show, brother.
Hello. Sara ko na yung pinto ko. Chug.
Alright, alright. Nice little farm.
Hey, Ian.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, everybody. Timing yung dating mo kasi
Bakit?
kakatapos ko lang magkolekta ng mga itlog sa manuka namin sa likod.
Oy, naka-Volkswagen ano ka? Jetta. Nice. So let's go pick up Mads and let's see what's up. Let's see what's up with Mads.
Yes. So guys, thanks for joining us here on our little project.
Yes.
And we'll be joining you live also for the chat while it's streaming. So feel free to just send your messages or makipagkulitan sa amin.
Yeah, so
and we'll be glad to get back to you.
This first episode, it's recorded, but we will stream the video so that we can join you guys and we can chat about the show, we can chat about music, we can chat about cars. So wait, so this is Mad's house. Teka. May mahato na naman. And this is Mad's house. Yan. Mahilig pala sa flowers si Mad. And ta-da!
Hey guys.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey guys, what's up?
So,
I
So,
heard you guys talking about me and my flowers. I'm a plantito eh. By the way, on my way out, before I went out, I just finished this.
what's that? Oh, there you go. That's nice, man. That is a nice... Anong scale yan?
Yun.
110.
Okay, so
It's a 110 scale
for all you
of
viewers,
the very car that you're driving right now.
Mads is crazy about RC scale cars, rally cars, crawlers. Ganda niyan, ha? It's the same model. It's a Carrera RS, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
There you
yun
go.
yung pinapalabas ko kay Mads the
Exactly.
other day.
Tapos si Cyril
Di pa
likes,
tapos eh. Ngayon ko lang natapos.
you like collecting scale
Naman ito.
models, di ba? Oh, there you go. Ako lang yata walang...
Mga, ito namang 164.
164th, no?
Same car.
Oh, there you go.
Oo.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Medyo...
All right, so yeah, now we're all in the car. Si Cyril will take care of our CD player or cassette player pa yata to eh. In 1973. Syke, tell us
Discman.
who we have for the
Hindi.
very first episode of the Asphalt Music Show.
Dala ko naman yung... buti na lang dala ko yung...
Ano yan, Discman.
audio input to cassette converter para
Yung tape.
makatugtog tayo.
Tape jack.
Di ba sa tape?
Tape jack. So obviously we're all old.
So for this
fogies.
episode, for this episode, we'll be featuring 5 artists. So
Okay.
namely Evo Evolver. So we have
Right.
Squid 9. And then
Nice.
we'll have remixes as well, coming from Demolee,
Nice.
where he's remixing a track from none other than Drip. And then we'll have
Yay!
another remix coming from DMAPS of a track from Steve Badiola. And then a special track towards the end of the show, which is actually like a world exclusive launch thing coming from Redfeather. So we hope you can stay for the whole show to check that out. And for the meantime, maybe we can start with the first track.
Yeah.
And this
That's
is
game.
a
I'll just go drive around.
This is a track from Evo Evolver, which is a drum and bass track, which I'm sure Ian will be sharing more of after we hear it and enjoy. So here's this Evo Evolver.
star tonight. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side, keeps me high, keeps me high, keeps me high, keeps me high.
That was
Nice.
Evo Evolver.
Nice, nice, nice.
And actually, I'd give the floor to Ian since he's done a lot of gigs with Evo Evolver.
Yes. So,
Yeah, take it away, Ian.
yes. Well, first off, that was an amazing track by Evo Evolver. It's called "Keeps Me High," and well, I've gigged a lot with Evo Evolver. His name's Mike Madriaga. We used to run a production called Nomad, where we would do drum and bass gigs all over the metro on a weekly basis. And yeah, we were always playing together. And we do, we've done a couple of collabs. And Mike is one of my favorite drum and bass producers out there. Great job on that track, Mike. Galing, galing.
Man, so what did you think about the track?
I enjoyed it. Watching the screen, watching the how we're riding the road. It fits the
Oh,
vibe
yes.
on the road.
Yes.
So for me, galing. Drum and bass na ganun, that's my favorite type of drum and bass. Kasi whenever I play Need for Speed, these are the stuff that I get to hear as well in game. So yeah, good job, Mike.
Ganda, ganda.
Good job, Mike.
So if
Yeah,
you,
it's actually a
yeah, yeah.
very
Sorry,
clean
Saigo.
mix.
Oh
Yeah.
no, yeah, very clean.
Yeah, it's a clean mix. Uh, Perfect. Like the piano sound, like it just had the right amount of reverb to give that like very cool, chilled vibe. And then the way the vocal part was also mixed. It's
Yes,
like pasok na
ganda,
pasok siya eh. Maganda yung
ganda.
pagka-mix niya. Uh, yeah, very polished. Kumbaga, very polished. Sorry, Ian, you were saying kanina.
No, no, I was gonna say you see Mike, he has this knack for, like, if he likes a particular sound, he basically he gets it pat down talaga eh. Like if he studies it and and it comes out in his own style, which is something I really like about how he makes music.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you like that track,
On to our next.
you can visit our yeah, if you like our track, you can visit our page as well, and we'll be posting links to the tracks and to the artists that we're featuring over on our page. So please do that. So let's move forward to our next track, which comes from none other than Squid 9. We'll do
Yeah.
more introduction about Squid 9 later on, but it's nice to just hear what he has for us episode. This is a track called Coach Dawn.
Hindi tumitingin.
That was Squid 9. Medyo
Kakatingin sa
pagpasensyahan nyo
castle.
na yung mga drivers ngayon. So,
So,
Ian, sino ba si Squid
Tinitingnan
9?
sa gilid eh.
si,
Sino ba si Squid
si
9?
Squid 9, guys. Before I knew him as Raymond Marsigan, alam ko lang na taga Marikina siya because back in the day, on NU 107, someone released an electronic music track that was talking about our village, and the name of the track was SSS Groove Squad. And I knew that he was from our village, and then put one and one together, it was Raymond Marsigan, who was at the time my neighbor down the street. So since then, yeah. And then Squid 9, all his electronic music, I wouldn't call it experimentation. So all his electronic music tracks, I think, is a way for Raymond to express his punk aesthetic in a different way. Kasi when you listen to some Squid 9 tracks, yung super simple pero super galing. Yung ganon, yung there's just enough of what it needs and everything works. Ganon. Like this track, di ba? It's a beat, it's a bass line, pero ang ganda ng bass line, di ba? It keeps on shifting. And then there's that parang hypnotic percussive sounding So, galing. I really want to hear more of Squid 9 stuff.
Sa akin parang I like the rawness of it.
Punks.
There was, for me may pagka-raw siya eh. So, that's parang, it's chunky, pero it's raw in a creative way that I like very much. And then you mentioned also nga the bass line na parang, what I liked about it is, like usually electronic music nga is very loopy. So, yun sa kanya, ang haba lang ng loop niya in a sense na there was really a progression, like a change in
variation in the way.
bass, di ba, yung chord na inikutan niya, di ba? So
At saka,
so that's one thing I like. Tas for some reason,
usog no?
what I noticed lang now after hearing this song a couple of times was yung lead niya na parang parang ewan ko, I'm sure baka it wasn't his intention, pero siguro parang for me ang dating medyo Pinoy na parang tunog ethnic.
Tunog na, parang kulintang na,
mo yun, yung di ba?
Or some gong instrument.
Diba parang ganun. So parang that's what jumped out. Oh, that's what jumped out to me parang ngayon. Mads?
Si Mads.
Punk's not dead. Punk's not dead. That's all I can say. Punk's not dead.
No, it has di ba?
Pero
It has that feel na parang it's a raw, parang sketch of a different track. Pero yun na yun. Parang akala mo parang, di ba, when we draft around the music track, yun na, pero ito, yun na yun na yung idea. So you take it as it is, and it should be enough, and it is, di ba?
Yeah, so
It works.
Yeah, man.
ako I wanted to share yung how I came across Squid 9 noon. Parang when we were doing Electronica Manila nights noon regularly. And then we did one in Big Sky. So yung my earliest memory of Squid 9 was we did the show in Big Sky. So those were the times pa na sobrang hindi pa putok yung electronic music noon. So the community talaga, kung nasan may electronic gig, andun lahat, punong-puno yung Big Sky, as in packed talaga, hindi ka makadaan. Tapos Squid 9 performed with a band. He brought a band with him, and then the night was really like wild and saya lang talaga. And then he also had Carl Roy there, and then later on, like, we were just doing some open jam. So like I was doing some drum and bass na live on my old MC307. And then
Sarap, sarap.
si Carl Roy just came up on the mic. Tapos he was just jamming. At that time, we were just starting out eh. So, I mean, electronic Manila, ganyan, and
The scene itself.
ano. So, yeah, for me, parang tapos ako, ay parang coming pa from, kumbaga, ka- coming pa from school and stuff, tas sorry pa ng POT, relative kakakarlo, parang gano'n.
Stig.
So, yun yung memorable night ko na nakita ko yung Squid Night, parang ito pala yung act ni Rames, ganyan. Tapos, yeah, yun yung isang memorable sa akin
Who was
Squid
singing
Night.
with
And
Squid
of course,
Night, no?
yung
Was it Vin?
uh,
Was it Vin Danselma?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Hindi ko maalala
So
masyado.
the girl or guy?
Although, hindi ko maalala.
Before it
Basta
was,
ang
it was
naalala ko
Vin
lang,
and then
Zach-
si Cathy
Zach
ng
was
dating
there.
cycle.
Kathy, Daydream Cycle. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Pwede.
When I saw them in Intramuros, in Sanctum, si Kathy yung kakanta.
Yeah.
So wait, guys, I just want to
Yung
tell
isa
that,
pa
no? I just want to tell the people watching, no? Just a little background. The three of us, Mad, Cyril, and I, we all met through Electronica Manila, which is which used to be a Yahoo
Mailing
groups.
list.
Yeah, Yahoo groups, and it was really put up to help one another out because the scene was so small at that time. Siguro not more than 40, 50 people, and a lot of us were in Metro Manila and just helping each other out with gear, with knowledge, with techniques and whatnot. And 20 years down the road, they like
Wala pang YouTube eh.
this year is the 20th anniversary of Electronica Manila. And so
Yes.
what we're doing right now, we're really doing a music show. We're trying to do our part to promote local electronic music, and the driving is just icing on the bonus, di ba? Para may ginagawa yung kamay ko. But it really is to promote local electronic music.
Parang nire-revisit namin yung vibe na yun eh.
Yeah.
I mean, di ba?
Yep,
The community as whole, sama-sama, just promoting each other, pushing each other, like, di ba? Sharing knowledge and helping out. Like before, tumatambay lang ako sa studio ni Noel just because I just wanted to hang out with Robert, di ba?
The legendary.
Yeah.
The legendary rubbering.
Oo, di ba?
Yeah.
So, yun eh, parang we just wanted, doing the show, parang we wanted to get everybody back together in a sense na, alam mo yun, parang yung vibe before na sa one community. Kasi, like I said earlier, when we did that, parang it was just us eh. So, wala pang YouTube. So, if you wanted to learn, you really had to talk to some people with experience, di ba? And then,
That is true.
yung when we perform, talagang sama-sama, walang style. I understand today na, sorry, Ian.
No. I mean, like, one of these days we have to tell the guys, the viewers, about the very first Electronica Manila Fête de la Musique stage. But not today,
Yes,
not
of
tonight.
course.
But yeah,
Yeah.
yun
Yeah,
Stuff of legend yun.
Not tonight.
Yeah, but again, it was also DIY that, no. And to this day, like, with what we're doing, kinda, yeah, ganun pa rin.
Still as DIY,
Oo.
right?
But,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yun. So, that's the spirit of it. We'll be talking about it with more on it in the future episodes.
Yeah.
But we'll continue now. Since we're also doing this, we're also talking about cars and stuff.
Yep.
We have this segment called Kwentong Kotse.
Kwentong Kotse.
Kwentong
Yeah.
Kotse is just us, parang anecdote, mga story namin na about experiences. So for our episode today, I'm going to share, ang topic kasi natin is um scary experience mo sa car
Scary
na memorable.
experiences. Yes.
So hindi naman paranormal. Hindi naman paranormal, basta scary lang. So okay. So
Ikaw ang taya
my
tonight.
story is ako taya eh. So when my dad when so when I was a teenager, my dad gave me a red 67 Mustang. So
Wow.
sobrang happy ako doon, parang
Thanks,
alright.
Dad.
So one night, of course, syempre, excited ako to take it out whenever I had the chance. So one night, I decided to take my siblings out. So kasama ko ate ko and then my younger sister. So sakay kami sa car. So pupunta kaming Alabang, ganyan. And then pagdating namin sa corner ng Acacia, so sorry if you're not familiar with the South, pero just imagine there's a corner. So pagliko kong gano'n doon sa corner na yon, so okay pa eh. Okay pa. And then somehow I just felt something sa steering wheel, but it was really nothing, like parang chig-chig, nakala ko lang na lubak, ganyan. And then later on, bigla na lang parang bumagsak yung car. I had the feeling na nag-bounce yun, bumagsak.
Okay.
Tapos next thing I knew was I was watching my front tire nauuna na sa kotse. Gano'n ba? Tapos kitang-kita ko siya sa windshield. Parang lahat kami, uy, gulong natin yun ah. Parang gano'n.
Pero hindi naman mabilis takbo mo.
Tapos syempre ako trying to control the car. But thankfully, it was just parang we just turned the corner. So I was still very slow, maybe 30, 40. Lang. Pero yun yung safe speed naman, but not as safe as that. But yung pag parang shocks that I had to pull aside the car. Pero talaga it was funny watching our wheel go ahead of us. Parang gusto niya mag-mall, mauna sa amin. Pero what was scary kasi was
or Mr. Bean.
di ba?
Sige lang, salta ka lang. Ayusin ko lang yung bangga natin.
It hit it hit the center island. So once it hit the center island, the tire flew up. So yun na yung medyo scary part na, di ba?
Baka may tamaan.
Kasi we were scared na, kasi lipad siya talaga eh. Tapos syempre pagbagsak tatalbog pa yan, di ba?
Yeah.
So we were scared na may matama ang ibang tao or cars din, di ba? So thankfully it was a bit late at night. So walang ibang na damage. It was just my car. So yun yung aking kwentong kotse na hanggang ngayon I wouldn't forget that, kasi nga parang ang keng ko yun nung nangyari na inunahan kami.
Kung mangyari sa akin yun as a teenager, nakakatakot yun for me for stuff like towing and nangaharang ka ng traffic. As a kid, that would kind of freak you out.
That's true.
That's true. Pero it's a good thing you guys were moving slow enough for it not to be a bigger problem. Kasi diba, like if you lose control at a faster speed, you can't brake because you don't have a tire, walang kakapit, diba? It's a good thing you guys are safe, right? So guys, always check your lug nuts. Always check your car before you drive it.
Parang you'd think na parang sinabotahe. Alam mo yun, parang weird eh. How someone loosened that front wheel eh.
That could happen.
Anyway, so yun yung kwentong kotse for this episode. Yun. So let's move on with our next track. So we'll do a remix this time.
Okay.
This is a remix of a track from Drip. Is anybody listening? And this was done naman by Demolee, aka Franco Madrid.
All
So
right.
let's check it out.
Another year has passed.
That was. Is anybody listening?
Demolee with
Demolee
that down
remix.
tempo. No, masterpiece. No. I was telling Demolee, because we know him, he's an OG Electronica Manila guy, Mr. Franco Madrid. Um, that remix has been around for a couple of years, but the first time I heard it was just a couple of weeks ago when he sent it in. So yeah, that's super swabbing remix of one of our songs called Is Anybody Listening? And sobrang sarap magmaneho with that ano.
Pasok sa night
Ang
drive
lakas niya
mo.
maka-chill ah. But
Oo.
but it's also because
Mads?
we know Demolee to be he does these really clean
Yes.
mixes.
Yeah.
See, okay, for me, that when I was listening to that song, it brought me back to the gigs that we were doing before and hearing Drip and hearing Demolee's work. So it was, how do you say it? It was I the whole time nakapikit nga ako when I was listening to it eh. Kasi ang dami kong memories with all the gigs that we did before. So, that's all I can say about that song. It's a really good song.
It's a
There's
really good
nothing
track.
more like there's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
there's yeah.
And on the side,
There's no more praise that I could think of. Basta
I remember Cyril and I we were talking about Demolee's choice of a snare and how we all found it, di ba, parang amazingly fantastic. Na parang he was using this snare that you usually wouldn't pick for a down tempo track, but it almost sounds like it's pitched up and with a ton of a really short delay, di ba? Yeah.
Yeah, so
Parang ghost notes pero alam mong sobrang digital. Ganda. But
yes.
it never gets intrusive, it never gets nakaposte lang talaga. Ang ganda.
Oh, it fills up if it fills up that space nung snap niya. So
Yeah.
hindi lang siya yung very short kasi. So it fills up that space na where parang it goes hand in hand with all the pads and
Yep.
the chilled out vibe, di ba?
Speaking of
But
pads,
yun nga,
sorry,
what's
go.
interesting is it's yeah. Yeah, I mean ano lang, parang yun nga, hindi mo nga siya pipiliin eh. Parang usually if you have 100 snares, for sure iba yung pipiliin mo eh. Pero kaya ang galing eh, kasi parang he had that ear to use that. Yun, so yun yung sa akin.
Yeah. Ganda. Super ganda ng track. And to think it's a couple of years old, no? I mean, it's that's the problem. Eh. Parang you got really nice music tracks that have just been parang they've been stored in a closet, in a hard drive somewhere, and we want to bring them out. So if you guys, you viewers, if you guys are producers yourselves and you've got tracks that you want to share with us, you want us to feature on the Asphalt Music Show,
send them in.
you send them in, get in touch.
Send them in.
We will have our email on the video description or on the page. Just like the page, you will find it there. Just send us your stuff. Doesn't matter if you made it yesterday or in 1997. If the world hasn't heard it and you want us to hear it, we'll put it up. Right?
Yep. And speaking of tracks and stuff you made recently or whenever, here's a remix from DMAPS called Home, which I'm sure you guys will enjoy. So check this out.
Hold me close. Don't ever let me go. soul, tame among raging storms. I see past my fault.
Nice.
Nep.
That was a submission all the way from Europe, from the Chemical Brothers.
Ang galing.
No, that's
That
Galing.
DMAPS.
that's
Yun yung
DMAPS' remix of a
the
Steve Badiola song.
the driving part.
Ang sarap.
Yun
The
talaga
drive
eh.
as well towards the sun, and then
Di ba?
yung song.
Di ba?
I was just
Hanip sa,
zoning out.
hanip sa trip out as in trip out eh, no? Grabe, grabe. Yun yung moments
Yeah,
na you want to
yeah,
recreate in real life na well, one, I want to drive a 911 into the
yeah,
sunrise with that kind of music on a nice mountain road.
yeah,
So, four things. Hanep.
Kaya ang tahimik ni Mad sa likod
yeah.
ng auto eh.
I've
Sabi
done
Oo.
ko, ano nangyari dito kay Mad? Tahimik sa likod.
I've I've done long drives, ah. I've done long drives na from Manila to La Union, or from my place to La Union, na I would take off alanganing oras, mga 3 a.m., ganyan,
Yeah.
so that I could catch the sunrise on the highway.
Yeah,
And most of
man.
the time, pagka ganun yung drive ko, yung mga music na pinakikinggan ko, yan, ganyan, M83, Chemical
Sarap,
Brothers,
sarap, sarap.
Krong Bin, medyo, ano eh, medyo eksakto, eksakto. Ganyan na ganyan.
And
I don't
then,
have to really go into the details of the song of Diego, but I know for a fact that he did it well.
yeah,
That
di ba?
remix was
And
really nice.
for all of you guys who don't know, DMAPS is Diego Mapa of Monsterbot, also known as Egg Boy,
Pedicab.
Pedicab, one half of Tarsius. Tarsius themselves, Chemical Brothers na di ba? But this one, this
And the
particular,
Diegos.
and the Diegos, right? And this particular track just sounds like something out of a Chemical Brothers album from like mga late 90s. Like it could have come from Dig Your Own Hole or
Yeah.
di ba? Parang
Dig your own hole.
lupet, lupet sobra.
Kasabay niya yung kasabay niya yung, yung Chico's Groove.
Yan, di ba? Yan, Chico's
Yung
Groove.
song na Chico's Groove.
Di ba?
Yan. Ng Chemical Brothers. Yan.
Galing, galing.
Yeah. Remix siya ng... So it's titled Home, no? Remix ni origin by Steve Badiola, no?
Yeah. Which makes me want to listen to the
Mismo,
original.
mismo. Diego, yes. And yeah, Mads, di ba? You were able to listen to the original.
Yeah. So I listened to the original as well. Of course, it's very intimate. Yung original, kasi ano eh, banda eh. So when you think of a band, you think of the usual instruments, right? Guitar, drums, and bass and all. But on its own, the original song on its own, maganda. Definitely. Ako, that's already on my Spotify.
Nice.
With regards to the remix of Diego, he made it even bigger. He created this sonic space na bigla kang lilipad.
Bigla
So,
sobrang trip out, di ba?
That's all I can say.
Sobrang
That's really all I
trip
can say.
out yung
Tama.
yeah.
galing, galing.
Ako nga, parang I wanna geek out on some of the... Not naman, kasi ang ganda na, creatively, ang ganda eh. So parang I wanted to geek out and talk to him about technicals. Parang, shucks, anong ginamit mo dito? Di ba? Parang gano'n. Kaya, hopefully, Diego, we can have you on the show in a future episode.
Yeah.
We can interview you para... sakay ka sa auto namin.
Yeah. We want to pick your brains. We want to pick your
Last-
brains and galing.
Last time last time nakausap ko si DMAPS, he's been dabbling with mga modular din eh, na
Modular
mga,
synth. Yeah.
what do you call that sa'yo? Parang mga Euro rack.
Yeah, mga modular.
So, he's been dabbling into that. So, I don't know, actually, that's a good question. Ano yung ginamit niya doon, di ba? Anong klaseng chain, di ba? What was his thought process in writing that remix?
Ginamitan niya
di
ng
ba?
Chemical Brothers powers. Galing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yun. So, we're approaching our
Okay. So,
our
what's for our last
closing in a bit, but before we get to that, we have another segment called Tip for the Trip. So this is where we want to share some interesting tips or advice for motorists out there or anybody who's into cars. So for this episode, we'll have Ian sharing something that's I'm sure very interesting kasi personally ako hindi ko rin ginagawa dati. So when I learned it, pasok to. So Ian,
Okay, so our tip for the trip, which is something I learned recently, and um, off the bat, no, parang this is something na I really want to experiment on a scientific level. Na parang I really want to know, di ba? But basically, the tip is for you when driving an automatic transmission, like a standard automatic transmission. When you park your car, most people would put it in park and then pull on the handbrake. So what you should be doing is putting it in neutral first, then pull your handbrake. Then when the car's weight has settled into the handbrake, that's when you put it in park. And the car settling its weight on the handbrake, that takes what, like half a second. So you just stop, neutral, handbrake, park. That way, the weight of the car doesn't settle on the transmission. Okay, so and it kind of makes sense because when you do the wrong way, which is put it in park and pull on the handbrake, parang especially on an incline, you're putting all of the weight of that car, or not maybe all, di ba, but a lot of it on the transmission and just a little on the brakes, and that's not the transmission's job. So there. So once again, neutral, handbrake, park. There you go.
it's something it's something that you'll have to break if you've created that habit already. Like ako, I'm speaking from experience. Kaya
It doesn't take a long
you
time.
have
Like
to remember, very conscious ako ngayon eh.
it took me siguro mga
Adjustment
couple
lang
of
talaga.
Mga 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, adjustment. Yeah.
Oo. Diba? So, yun. So, yun ang aming
I think
tip
I've,
for the
I've
trip.
broken a
Now! Okay. Yeah.
You've broken a what?
Sorry, yeah. I was just going to share that I think I've broken a couple of automatic trannies because of that.
There you go.
Maybe.
There
Okay.
you go. Because that's tantamount
But,
doon di ba?
Hindi natin alam. But just
Parang even in a manual transmission di ba? You
wear and tear
handbrake
eh.
first.
But
Yeah.
at the same
You have arrived at your
Handbrake
Yes.
first, then first gear, di ba?
yeah. Yes.
Yeah, some manual, sometimes people do that
It's basically
talaga to engage in like a secondary break,
Yeah, yeah.
diba? But yun nga, who takes the weight eh? Which part?
Yeah, yeah.
Yun.
All right.
Anyway, we're down to our last track. So, thanks guys for sticking around. And we're not yet done. Abangan nyo yung aming last track. And maybe maganda, we introduce na what's this track about, Ian?
Okay. So guys, we have on the show basically a world premiere, since this is the internet, from Redfeather, okay? A new track called Judgment, and it's off her upcoming album, which she is launching this July. This will be the first time anyone's going to be hearing it, if I'm not mistaken. And we want to thank Juno Season, for sending us the track and supporting the show. And, we're all one in the electronica scene. Now, Juno has been in the scene for a long time. Aside from the electronic music scene, she's been, she's a rock singer. She's been doing the band circuit, doing like really hard rock songs, right? And then there's that side of her who's into electronic music and trip hop, but this particular album, I just want to say, is produced by the legendary duo of Malek Lopez and Noel de Brackinghey, who are together known as Rubber Inc. And if we are oldies in the scene, mas tito ng konti itong dalawang to. But, we all look up to them for their genius, their musical genius. Because the first time I saw Rubber Inc. was 97, di ba? But anyway, so these guys are behind Juno or Redfeather's latest album, and you gotta hear it. Well, when Rubber Ink work their magic, it's lapet. So yeah.
Here's Judgment.
Speak out the truth and let it be heard. Disaster's beautiful when it is pure. Darling, the world will forever be full of hollows and heroes. There's only one cure. Feeling so divine, thinking you'll be fine. Dream of a better day. The cats will slain. One day you'll remain. Sorry for no one else but you. Even though it hurts, even though it may scar, loving is forgiving. Have you even loved at all? There'll be no rest for the wicked, I'm sure. This above all, to thy own self be true.
Solid.
There you go. Parang feeling ko nasa James Bond movie ako type yun. Ganda.
Oh, ang ganda
Oo,
ng
nararamdaman ko yung pagtapak mo sa pedal eh.
tremolo guitar dun eh.
May mahabol sa ating bad guy, dude. But it feels, di ba? It feels
Oo,
like it
exactly.
feels like it
Dinibdib mo yung judgment eh.
yeah, it feels like it's part of a soundtrack for a Bond movie or a
Yes.
Galing eh.
Yung
But yeah.
yung trem guitar, ganda ng effect talaga.
Ang ganda.
I mean, how it adds to the track in particular.
I like that
Mismo.
parang double
It's
time na fill
it's like a perfect,
before the parang chorus na halftime bagsakan na
mag-open up.
yeah, ganda ng build up eh.
Yeah. And and it's also like a
Because
really
I was really
perfect closing. Yeah, Mads.
yeah. No, go ahead, go ahead.
No, no, no. I mean, sabi ko lang parang ganda, perfect siyang closing track na natin sa
For yes, for the very first
ating first ever
Yeah,
episode.
episode.
it was, it was.
Yes. And I'm super, I'm
Alright.
super stoked,
I'm listening to each.
I want to hear more, 'di ba? Local stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Sige
I'm
man,
sure
share away.
marami pa tayong maririnig. Yeah,
Yeah.
right now I'm really I enjoyed every bit of it.
Me too, me too.
I can't really blast my music here at home because I'm I live close by with my neighbors and also.
Yeah, yeah.
So right now I'm really enjoying it and I'm blasting it on my headphones. So I can hear each and every layer of the song, right?
Sarap.
And while listening to it ng full on, and then I'm watching Ian drive and I can hear him, even him, I can see and I can feel na nai-enjoy niya rin yung music.
Yeah,
So
sobra.
nararamdaman ko yung roar ng engine as every build-up of the song goes in eh.
Ang sarap eh.
So sabi
It
ko,
creates
okay, I like
it
this.
creates
I
a
like what I'm
rhythm for the
seeing.
drive eh. Sarap. And of course,
Yes, yes.
it applies to any form of music, whether it's it's non-electronica, it's
Yeah.
classical, di ba? But it's just that
Yeah.
ang sarap to me personally, I mas malakas talaga ako makinig ng electronic music on the road. Like I'd pick a subgenre anywhere from trip
Yeah,
hop to
me too.
ambient
Me too. Same. The
to
same.
drum and bass to like hardcore crunch
Yeah.
grindy IDM stuff, 'di ba? Pero it all has its place while driving, 'di ba? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Ako for me long roads and basta any new music that I discovered, I'm so excited to put it on my USB and prepare it for my trip ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
So it for me kasi when I'm driving it's very meditative eh. So with the right music for it, minsan nga if I'm going to an out of town show and I'm already picking the songs that I'm going to play for that show. Sa kotse pa lang, nag-goosebumps na ako. Nai-imagine ko na kung ano yung lalabas dun sa song or how the set will be. So yeah, that's how new music is for me. Especially yeah, ganyan na local. Parang to hear something like that na local. Wow, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, to all the viewers, like, if you guys like what you heard and saw tonight, do let us know. Or if you got any comments, any feedback, stuff you feel like we can do better, we're open to that. Be nice, be nice. It's the internet. Be nice, guys. Cause we're nice, diba? We'll take it. We're big boys now. We can take it. I think. No, but also again, we wanna
We're
give a
gentlemen.
give a call to all the bedroom producers or even the not bedroom producers. If you're into electronic music, you wanna uh, throw it out there. Publish. Well, just send it to us. We'll share it. We'll have it on the show so that a lot of people can hear it. Yeah, there is an electronic music scene in the Philippines, and this is where it's at. It's on the Asphalt Music Show.
Yeah. Even if you're like a living room producer, ganyan.
Kitchen,
Or
kitchen,
guest room
guest
producer.
room,
Yeah,
bodega. Yeah.
yung mga tito
Dining,
joke.
kitchen.
Yes. So sana no, sana cool tayo sa mga kids kasi masyado na kami mga tito eh. No, but speaking of
Yeah.
kids kasi I just dawned on me that the kids these days they're more there's a lot of electronic music being put out by we won't call them kids but by the younger guys by a nephew of a friend of mine. He got into it and he's producing his own music. Shout out to John Sedano. So it just dawned on me that with the technology that we didn't quite have when we were starting, diba? Um, there's just really no excuse. Like if you have an idea for electronic music, you can put it down, you can make it, and if you do make it, send it over. We'll give it a listen.
Yeah, I mean, we're more than well. I mean, you're more than welcome. If you're listening and you're younger and you feel like, oh, medyo classic tong mga pinatugtog nila, and I'm doing a bit more EDM stuff. Send them away pa rin.
Yeah,
I
we're
mean, we're
open-minded.
open to
Yeah,
any style talaga.
yeah,
Yeah. And of course, we enjoy the newer stuff also. No?
yeah.
Kaya just send them our way. So, Mads, I think you have
You're
a
up, buddy.
prepared spiel for us.
It's on you.
Well, as a wrap up for this first episode, hit like, share, and subscribe.
There
Okay,
you go.
so
Congrats.
we'll share more music to everyone, and we'll share more road trips with you guys virtually for the moment.
Yep.
Eventually, when everything opens up, you'll see us in just one screen,
Yeah, yeah,
us
yeah.
together. We'll
Us
probably do
together.
really
We'll get
a real road trip
we'll
with,
get a nice car
di
where
ba?
comfortable si Mad sa likod. Because I just realized that the Carrera
Uh,
RS doesn't have proper seats in the
Yeah,
back. They took out the rear seats nga pala on the Carrera RS. So
yeah,
I hope you're okay there, man.
ang tangkad pa naman ni Mads.
Oh.
yeah. Nakaup na, nakaupo ako sa sahig. Katabi ko yung roll bar.
Okay, so with that, guys, again, all the
Anyway,
links to the artists that you heard tonight, all the links to the songs, all their social media links or their promotional links, we are going to cram them into the video description. Please do support your local artists. And yeah, support Redfeather. She's got new album coming up. Go look for it. Go listen to that. Feel like James Bond, diba? And yeah, and again, we want to thank all the producers, all the artists who sent their stuff in. We want to thank Evo Evolver, um, uh, Squid Nine, Demolee, DMAPS, and Redfeather. Thank you guys. You made the first episode epic. Right? Shall we?
Yeah.
We are at home. This is the house. We are at home, and we shall have
Magkakape muna kami,
Kap-
ganyan.
kanya-kanya inom na to. Kape, beer, tsaa. Okay. Again,
oo nga.
thank you guys. That's it. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Alright.
All right.
Goodbye,
See you in the next
guys.
episode.
See you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Asphalt Music!